Let me ask you something honest. After your kid's game last weekend, what did you say to them on the drive home? Was it, "Great game, buddy, I'm proud of you"? Or was it something more like, "Why didn't you shoot when you had the chance"? Or, "You need to track back faster"? Or maybe you replayed that one moment, that one mistake, the whole way home. If that second one felt even a little familiar, this video is for you. And I promise, I'm not here to make you feel bad, because almost every single soccer parent I've ever talked to does some version of this. And they all mean well. They love their kid. They want their kid to succeed. But intention and impact are two very different things. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what's holding your child back, and more importantly, what to do instead. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Buford Mobley, and this channel is all about helping soccer parents become the kind of support system that actually helps their kids grow, on the field and off it. Today, we're getting into something that I know is going to hit home for a lot of you. We're talking about 4 specific things that well-meaning soccer parents do every day that are quietly slowing their child's development without them even realizing it. These aren't rare mistakes. These are the most common patterns I see. And once you can see them clearly, you can change them. Let's get into it. Number 1, overcoaching. Picture this. Your kid gets the ball on the left wing, and before they can even think, they hear your voice, "Switch it!" Then their coach's voice, "Hold it!" Then another parent, "Shoot!" 3 instructions, half a second, ball's already gone. Here's what you need to understand about how soccer skill actually develops. The game happens at a speed where kids have to make decisions in fractions of a second. That split-second decision-making only gets better through repetition, through experiencing the game, reading it, making a choice, seeing what happens, and adjusting. When you're shouting instructions from the sideline, you're not helping them make better decisions. You're making the decisions for them. And that means they never build the mental muscle to do it on their own. There's actually research on this. Studies on youth athlete development consistently show that kids who play in high-instruction environments from parents, not coaches, parents, show lower levels of intrinsic motivation and reduced decision-making ability over time. They start playing for your voice, not for the game. And there's another layer to this. Your child can feel you watching them. When they know every touch is being monitored and commented on, anxiety goes up and performance goes down. This is documented. Sports psychologists call it evaluation apprehension. Your presence, meant to be encouraging, becomes a source of stress. So what do you do instead? Here's the shift. Become a quiet presence. Sheer effort. Sheer hustle. Sheer a great recovery after a mistake. Keep your tactical opinions, and I know you have them, for after the game. Or better yet, leave them to the coach entirely. Your job on that sideline is to be their safe person, not their second coach. Number 2, pressure after games. There's a concept in youth sports development called the golden window, the 20 to 30 minutes after a game. During that window, your child is emotionally processing. Win or lose, good performance or bad, they're regulating. They're vulnerable. And what they hear from you during that window, it sticks. A lot of parents use that drive home to debrief, to give feedback, to ask questions like, "Why did you do that in the second half?" Or, "You should have played the ball earlier, right?" Even if those things are true, and maybe they are, the timing makes them land like criticism, not coaching. And after a loss or a tough game, that can feel devastating to a kid who already knows they didn't play well. Here's what the research on youth athlete burnout shows. One of the most significant predictors of a child quitting a sport they once loved is feeling like they can never escape evaluation, like they're always being assessed, even in the car, even at dinner. Kids don't quit because the sport gets hard. They quit because the pressure never turns off. So here's a rule that coaches and sports psychologists have recommended for years. It's simple. After the game, the only things you say are, "I love watching you play. Great effort today. Are you hungry?" That's it. Full stop. Let them bring up the gain if they want to. Let them process on their own timeline. Your job after the game is not to coach, it's to be their parent. Trust me, they'll open up more if they know they're not walking into a performance review. Number 3. Comparing your child to their teammates. This one is tricky because it often sounds like encouragement. It sounds like motivation. It sounds like you're just being honest with them. Did you see how fast Jake tracked back? You need to do that. Emma's been putting in extra work. That's why she's getting more playing time. If you worked as hard as Tyler, you'd be starting by now. Here's what that does to a child psychologically. It tells them that your approval and their worth on the team is relative. It's not about their own growth. It's about who they are compared to Jake, Emma, and Tyler. And that creates what psychologists call an ego-oriented athletic identity, as opposed to a task-oriented one. Kids who develop ego-oriented identities measure their success entirely against others, and the moment they feel like they're losing that comparison, their motivation collapses, their confidence collapses, and they either push hard in an unhealthy, anxious way, or they give up. Kids who develop task-oriented identities measure success against themselves. Am I better than I was last month? Did I do something today I couldn't do before? Those kids are resilient. Those kids keep going when it's hard. Those kids enjoy the process. Comparison is a thief. It steals your child's joy, their confidence, and ultimately, their development. Instead, talk about their journey. I noticed you won that header in the second half. 3 months ago, that wasn't happening. That's real growth. Find the individual wins, because for every kid on that team, the path looks different. And your kid's path is the only one that matters to you. Number 4. Club hopping. This one is everywhere right now. And I get it. The competitive club soccer world is intense. There are dozens of clubs, different levels, different coaches, different philosophies. And when your child isn't getting playing time, or you hear that another club has a better reputation, or a coach you don't see eye to eye with, the pull to make a move is strong. But here's what I want you to really hear. Constantly switching clubs is one of the most underrated obstacles to long-term player development. Here's why. Player development isn't linear and it's not fast. A coach needs 6 to 12 months, at minimum, to truly understand a player's strengths, their coachable moments, where they are mentally, how they respond to pressure. And the player needs that same time to absorb a system, to trust a coach, to build chemistry with teammates. When you pull your kid after one season because the grass looks greener somewhere else, you reset all of that. Every time. And there's something else. Kids are perceptive. When they see that the family's response to adversity is to leave, to find a new club, a better situation, they learn that lesson too. They learn that hard things are problems to escape, not challenges to work through. That's a life lesson that extends way beyond soccer. Now, I want to be clear. There are legitimate reasons to change clubs: a toxic coaching environment, geographic changes, a genuine mismatch in development philosophy. Those are real. I'm not saying lock your kid into a bad situation, but if the main reason you're considering a move is playing time, one difficult season, or parent politics, I'd encourage you to wait. Have honest conversations with the coaching staff. Give it time. The growth that comes from working through adversity, staying, adapting, improving, is often more valuable than whatever the new club promises. So let's zoom out for a second. Overcoaching from the sideline, pressure after games, comparing to teammates, club hopping. On the surface, these look like 4 different mistakes, but they all come from the same place: love, ambition for your child, a genuine desire to see them succeed. And that's what makes this so hard, because the instinct to coach, to assess, to push, to find a better situation, those instincts aren't wrong. They're just pointed in the wrong direction. The parents who raise the most confident, resilient, and skilled soccer players are not the parents who do the most. They're the parents who know when to step back, who create enough space for their child to struggle, to figure things out, to develop ownership over their own game. Your child doesn't need a second coach. They need a parent. And when you show up as that, fully, consistently, you become the most powerful developmental tool in their life. If any of this resonated with you, and I think it did because you watched all the way here, I want to invite you to take the next step. Head over to Soccer Parent Advisor. The link is in the description. It's an AI-powered tool I built specifically for parents who want to go deeper on this. How to actually communicate with your child about their soccer journey. How to navigate club culture. How to support without overstepping. Practical frameworks, not just theory. Because knowing this stuff is step one. Implementing it consistently, game after game, season after season, that's where the real work is. And Soccer Parent Advisor is built to help you do exactly that. Link is below. Go check it out. If this video helped you see something differently, share it. Send it to the parent in your group chat who needs to hear this. I promise they'll thank you for it. Drop a comment below. I want to know which of these 4 hit closest to home for you. No judgment. That's why we're here. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button. New videos every week on everything youth soccer parents need to know. I'll see you in the next one.